budaya dan warisan yang mempesonakan. Malaysia kini beraspirasi menjadi destinasi utama hub digital pilihan nomad. Terokai pengalaman melancong sambil bekerja sebagai nomad digital Malaysia. Layari laman web mdac.my/dirantau untuk maklumat lanjut.
Masanya telah tiba, lebarkan sayapmu, terbang kembali. Semuanya ada 7 destinasi. Di kota atau desa, menyambut mesra, bertemu kembali. Semuanya turut serta cuti-cuti Malaysia. Sama-sama kita melangkah, bergembira seisi keluarga. Malaysia penuh panorama indah, berbilang budaya, warna-warni di ibu kota. Hijau gunung, biru luas lautan, langkahkan memori bersama, terokai keindahan.
Malaysia's digital journey began more than 2 decades ago when MSC Malaysia was set up to transform the country into a knowledge-based economy. Since then, MSC Malaysia has contributed immensely towards the growth of the nation's digital economy. Our next step is to take the digital transformation from the corridor to the world. Introducing Malaysia Digital, a strategic initiative which will empower the rakyat, businesses and foreign investments. Malaysia Digital will also elevate the participation of Malaysians and local businesses in revolutionizing the world's digital economy. Malaysia Digital opens doors for Malaysians by providing equitable access to digital tools, knowledge and income opportunities. It offers new business opportunities and growth through a supportive digital ecosystem. It also provides flexible and agile investment facilitation to make the country investment friendly. The goal is to drive the digital ecosystem and develop the digital economy to a stage where it contributes at least 25.5% of our GDP and creates 500,000 jobs by 2025.
Malaysia Digital will galvanize public-private partnerships to accelerate the growth of our digital economy and drive positive transformation that ultimately benefit the rakyat, businesses, investors, and also the whole nation.
Establishing Malaysia into a digital nation, one with more adept, stronger and resilient economy, society, and governance, stepping into tomorrow's digital future today.
policy and productivity. You often hear the country's economic policies aimed at increasing gross domestic product, increasing exports, increasing investment, and creating high employment opportunities. These policies are also associated with improving the standards of living of the people. Are such policies appropriate or otherwise? What is your opinion? Do you often hear economic policies targeted at increasing the productivity of an industry, a state, or a country? For example, the increase in GDP, which is the national output, is less appropriate if it involves a more significant input. This means that the rate of the resulting output to input is shrinking, or simply put, productivity decreases as GDP increases. In every economic policy, the government should pay particular attention to enhancing the efficiency or productivity to convert input sources, namely labour and capital, to products and services. For example, in the manufacturing process, policies need to be directed towards improving employee skills, either upskilling or reskilling, to produce greater output while maintaining or decreasing the current input sources. Organisations need to be encouraged to innovate, especially by using technology that can help increase productivity. Reducing costs, producing better quality products and services by penetrating better markets should be prioritised. In short, policymakers need to focus on increasing productivity. The target of productivity growth for a duration should be set and monitored periodically. Compliance with regulations and the implementation of incentives that can increase productivity must be made easier. If you succeed in doing this, the high standard and quality of living that we dream of will become a reality. I am sure that you can make your organisation and Malaysia more productive. This message is brought to you by the Malaysian Productivity Corporation. The Great Reset. COVID-19 was declared the global pandemic by the World Health Organization in 2020. It has dramatically disrupted the economic sectors. Most countries recorded their gross domestic product plunged to the lowest level in decades. Meanwhile, their unemployment figures rose sharply. The government services, especially public healthcare, were stretched out to their limit in fighting the pandemic. The COVID-19 testing, treating hospitalized patients, and vaccination is becoming major healthcare activities. Other services, such as education and various regulatory delivery and enforcements, are also impacted. The governments are forced to create the stimulus to ensure people are protected. Billions of dollars of economic stimulus are pumped into the economy to avoid market failure. The World Economic Forum 2021 has urged countries should capitalize on resetting their business models during the recovery period. Professor Klaus Schwab, the founder and executive chairman of WEF, stated, "The pandemic represents a rare but narrow window opportunity to reflect, reimagine, and reset our world. Every country, including Malaysia, should reset and revive for a better and sustainable economy. The priorities for restoring and transformation are towards the new economic systems that combine productivity, people, and planet targets. They are categorized into 4 areas of action. First, reviving and transforming the enabling environment. Public institutions should embed strong governance principles, long-term vision, and delivery of public services digitally. ICT infrastructure needs to be upgraded to enable the services, and closing the digital divide are key focus areas. Second, reviving and transforming human capital, workforce reskilling and upskilling, update education curricula and expand investment in skills for future jobs. Labour laws and social protection need to be redesigned towards the new economy. Third, reviving transforming market. Incentives should prioritise the direct financial resources towards long-term investments. strengthen stability and expand inclusion. Facilitation of the market of tomorrow, especially in public-private collaboration, should be emphasised. In addition, an agile regulatory framework to enable fourth industrial revolution must be established. Fourth, reviving and transforming the innovation ecosystem. Incentives in research, innovation and invention that can create the market of tomorrow are essential. In addition, firms should be promoted to embrace diversity, equality and inclusion to enhance creativity. Malaysia should not miss this reset and reviving opportunity to design the foundations for a productive country for future generations. This message is brought to you by Malaysia Productivity Corporation.
And now that the time has come, spread your wings and fly high, high in the sky, everything you need and more, the place you want to be. Oh, be it the kampong or in the city, I see your smiles to greet you wherever you go. The time is now, come say hello, cuti cuti Malaysia. Come together, you don't wanna be late. Fun and laughter with the family, it's great. Full of natural beauty, Malaysia. Multicultural harmony. See the colors like the city sky. Forest greens and ocean blues, it's yours to choose. Let us sketch eternal memories. Experience the wonderment. Cultural harmony. See the colors like the city sky. Forest greens and ocean blues, it's yours to choose. Let us sketch eternal memories. Experience the wonderful. Cuti cuti Malaysia. And now that the time has come, spread your wings and fly high, high in the sky, everything you need and more, the place you want to be. Be in the kampong or in the city, I see your smiles to greet you wherever you go. The time is now, come say hello, cuti cuti Malaysia. Come together, you don't wanna be late. Fun and laughter with your friends, it's great. Full of natural beauty, Malaysia. Multicultural harmony. See the colors like the city sky. Forest greens and ocean blues, it's yours to choose. Let us sketch eternal memories. Experience the wonderment.
So now the time has come, the time to spread your wings and fly high. Everything you need and more. A place that you'll adore, set from the couple to the city. I see your smile, looking so pretty. Time is now for cuti cuti, only in Malaysia, baby. See the colors shine vibrantly from the north to the south to the east to the west end. Great times with the best of friends. There's so much to do, you'll be impressed and make everlasting memories all around. Natural beauty, please, it's guaranteed. You will never forget the stylish in Malaysia.
Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia.
Peradaban kita bangunkan, bina kota, bina insan. Dari budi jadi budaya, bina asas kemampanan. Kesejahteraan masa depan. Ayo seluruh anak pertiwi, bangunkan Malaysia madani. Sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Ayo seluruh anak pertiwi, semarakkan Malaysia madani. Sepenuh hati, jiwa, semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Keyakinan jadi ikutan, pendirian jiwa ihsan.
Thank you, friends from the media. Please kindly clear the stage as we'll be starting.
Daya cipta luar biasa, kesejahteraan masa depan.
All right, thank you for your kind cooperation to our media friends. And ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem, Negaraku. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may be seated.
To all the dreamers, the visionaries, the change makers, this is for you. Join us on a journey where ideas ignite, dreams take flight, and opportunities abound. To the KL20 Summit 2024. It starts here.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to KL20 Summit 2024, a performance by the Muhibah drummers. Muhibah, a word that symbolizes harmony and togetherness, and the performance and amalgamation of the various cultural percussions of all major ethnic groups in Malaysia, a symbol of how our unity in diversity is indeed our greatest strength. Before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a moment for prayer. Allow me to kindly invite Tuan Haji Ehsan bin Muhammad Hosni, Imam Besar Masjid Negara, to lead us in the recitation of the Doa.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ به مزيدا يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين اللهم إنا نسألك خير هذا اليوم وخير ما فيه ونعوذ بك من شر هذا اليوم وشر ما فيه يا أرحم الراحمين Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim. Pada pagi yang mulia ini kami mendedah tangan dengan penuh tadarru', memohon agar Engkau permudahkan perjalanan majlis peluncuran persidangan Kuala Lumpur 20 yang akan disempurnakan oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim, Perdana Menteri. Ya Allah, di kesempatan ini kami memohon agar Engkau berikan kami petunjuk agar lebih banyak pelabur bernilai tinggi menjadikan Malaysia sebagai destinasi pelaburan utama dan agar ekonomi negara akan bertambah mapan dan berdaya saing. Allahumma la sahla illa ma ja'altahu sahla wa anta taj'alul huzna in syi'ta sahla. Allahumma ya mujibad da'awat wa ya qadiyal hajat. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami, Engkau bantulah kami dengan izin-Mu jua agar kami mampu menterjemah usaha KL20 ini bagi terus membangunkan Malaysia. Engkau ilhamkanlah kami idea-idea bernas dan tuntas dari persidangan 2 hari ini agar segala usaha dan inisiatif dapat kami lunaskan dengan hati yang ikhlas. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin.
Amin, amin, ya Rabbil Alamin. Thank you, Tuan Haji Ehsan bin Muhammad Hosni, for leading us in the recitation of the Dua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning and a warm welcome. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar bin Ibrahim, Prime Minister. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Haji Fadilah bin Haji Yusof, Deputy Prime Minister. Yang Berhormat Rafizi Ramli, Minister of Economy. Yang Berhormat Chang Lee Kang, Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation. Yang Berhormat Gobind Singh Deo, Minister of Digital. Ministers, Deputy Ministers, His Excellencies, Heads of Foreign Diplomatic Missions in Malaysia, Secretary Generals, Members of Government, Speakers, Investors, Founders and Participants of KL20 and friends from the media. It is our privilege this morning to serve as your Masters of Ceremony for this significant event.
That's right. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the KL20 Summit 2024. We are thrilled to have each and every one of you present here today. And of course, if you'd like to applause, now is the opportune moment to do so. It's truly an honor to welcome each and every one of you present here today at this inaugural event where industry leaders, innovators, policymakers converge to shape the future of technology and business in Southeast Asia.
The KL20 Summit 2024 is the beginning of a wholesale transformation of the startup and tech ecosystems in Malaysia. KL20 is a whole of government initiative spearheaded by the Ministry of Economy, supported by the Ministry of Digital, the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and focuses on accelerating capital, talent, and startup quality here in Malaysia.
That's right, and KL20 is Malaysia's national ambition to rise to the ranks of the top 20 global startup ecosystems by 2030. And over the course of the next 2 days, KL20 will be delivering a series of policy highlights, deals, expert panel sessions with 10 marquee initiative launches and 50 expert speakers, creating a vibrant platform for collaboration, investment, and growth.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we welcome you to the KL20 Summit 2024, and it's now my pleasure to first invite Yang Berhormat Gobind Singh Deo, Minister of Digital, to deliver his welcome remarks. His leadership in digital innovation continues to propel Malaysia forward in our digital journey. Ladies and gentlemen, Yang Berhormat Gobind Singh Deo.
The Right Honourable Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia, Right Honourable Dato Sri Haji Fadilah bin Haji Yusof, Deputy Prime Minister Malaysia, Honourable Ministers, Yang Berhormat Rafizi Ramli, Yang Berhormat Chang Lee Kang, Yang Berhormat Dr. Zaliha Mustafa, Yang Berhormat Muhammad Sabu, Yang Berhormat Dr. Zamri Abdul Kadir. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, salam Malaysia Madani, and a very good morning to all of you. Allow me first and foremost to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to the KL20 Summit of 2024. It is indeed both a privilege and also a pleasure to be here with all of you today as we embark on this pivotal journey in building the startup ecosystem here in Malaysia. Malaysia is 20th in the world's strong starters ranking list. Now this based on the Global Startup Ecosystem Report of 2023, published by Startup Genome. To unleash the country's potential, the Malaysian government has laid out a series of action plans with the ultimate goal of positioning Kuala Lumpur as one of the top 20 global startup hubs by the year 2030. Together with my respected colleagues from other ministries, namely the Ministry of Economy, Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and the Ministry of Finance, we are committed to seeing through the initiatives set out in the KL20 action paper, which will be launched by the Right Honourable Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim shortly. Now, it goes without saying, ladies and gentlemen, that we cannot achieve such an ambitious goal alone. The Ministry of Digital, our agencies, and my colleagues from the other ministries are most eager to work with all of you. Whether you are a founder, an investor, startup ecosystem builder or enabler, we hope to work together with you, hand in hand, en route to achieving our shared ambitions. Malaysia embarked on its digitalization journey in 1996. We have, without a doubt, made great strides in building our digital economy through the decades. Currently, the digital economy contributes some 23% to Malaysia's gross domestic product, GDP, becoming one of the nation's main economic pillars. Building on the government's commitment to developing the digital economy, the Malaysian Digital Economy Blueprint and the National 4IR policy were formulated in the year 2021. Both the blueprint and the policy were introduced to set the direction of the industry while outlining strategies, initiatives, and also targets that would help us achieve and build the foundation that would ultimately drive the growth of our digital economy. The Malaysian Digital Economy Corporation, better known as MDEC, has facilitated to date some 262 funding deals worth $402 million between 2020 and 2023. Among its key initiatives include the Investor Matching Program, which is a platform where startups are matched with venture capitalists for investment opportunities. The Founders Grindstone, which is a capacity building program for tech entrepreneurs. And finally, alternative funding and debt financing, which promotes alternative financing options to assist micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises in sustainability and growth. MDEC offers several technology grants and incentives, such as the Malaysia Digital Export Grant, Malaysia Digital Catalyst Grant, Digital Content Grant, and the Global Test Bed Initiative. MDEC also relaunched what we call MD, or Malaysia Digital Program, which was previously known as MSC Malaysia. This program, the Malaysian Digital Program, is the new national strategic initiative which we hope would encourage and attract companies, talent, and also investments, while enabling Malaysian businesses and the rakyat to play that most important role in leading the digital economy. Malaysia Digital offers successful participants access to, firstly, we have the list of bill of guarantees. Then we have facilitation of foreign knowledge workers, visas, and the digital economy rantau, digital nomad visas. Access to premier digital tech institutions that are accredited by MDEC, and ultimately, talent upskilling and reskilling initiatives, enabling companies to access to a workforce that is skilled in tech, such as AI. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the first quarter of 2024 alone, some 193 companies were awarded the Malaysian digital status, half of which are infotech companies leveraging on technologies like blockchain, Web3, and AI. We have also recently signed an MOU with the world's leading pre-accelerator, Draper University, to set up a base here in Kuala Lumpur, which would be its first campus outside Silicon Valley. This is vital in supporting and spearheading the pipeline of VCs and startups looking to enter and expand here in Malaysia. Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen, is now ranked 32nd in the IMD World Digital Competitiveness Index of 2023. This is because our country's business environment in itself presents endless opportunities to all stakeholders. We are located right in the heart of Southeast Asia, between major global trade routes and financial hubs. The country is easily accessible to other markets such as Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines, and other countries in the Asia-Pacific region. Malaysia is also home to leading academic institutions and renowned multinational corporations. Now, such establishments produce and attract high-quality talents. Leveraging on these advantages, Startup Genome estimates that Malaysia's startup ecosystem is valued at $46 billion and growing. We also have over 3,000 local startups in the ecosystem, operating in different sectors ranging from fintech and e-commerce to health tech and Islamic finance. Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen, is eager to stamp its mark in the region. As such, this government is looking forward to our ASEAN Chairmanship in 2025, next year. We are already gearing up for it, and plans and engagements in the region are underway. Over the next 2 days, ladies and gentlemen, you will be engaged in exciting roundtable discussions, dialogues, and also showcases here at the KL20 Summit. The lineup features some of the best minds in Malaysia and beyond, with industry experts sharing their insights and expertise during their respective sessions. I encourage each and every one of you to actively participate in these discussions, to share with us your experiences and forge new connections. The diversity of perspectives that we gather in this summit is our greatest asset as we chart the course for Malaysia's digital future. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our Prime Minister, colleagues, and esteemed speakers, experts, and participants, and all of you this morning for being present to make this summit a success. These conversations will start the ball rolling. And I hope it would ultimately create bigger and better collaborations. After all, as the theme suggests, it starts here in Kuala Lumpur. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and have a pleasant summit ahead.
Thank you, YB Gobind Singh Dio, for your inspiring words and setting a powerful tone for our summit here this morning. Coming up next, we are honored to have Yang Mohamed Rafizi Ramli, the Minister of Economy, who will share the key highlights of KL20 and the vision to make Malaysia the startup hub of the region. Please join me to welcome Yang Mohamed Rafizi Ramli to deliver his opening address.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very pleasant morning. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister of Malaysia. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Seri Haji Fadilah bin Haji Yusof, Deputy Prime Minister of Malaysia, fellow ministers, Secretary Generals, members of government, honorable ambassadors, speakers, investors, founders, participants of KL20 and friends of media. A time like this does not come often in the history of Malaysia. Global dry power has built up to an unprecedented level as investors look for profitable and safe places to invest. According to Bain & Co.'s 2024 Global Private Equity Report, the private capital industry is now sitting on an unprecedented $4 trillion in unspent capital. At the same time, geopolitical tensions mean that geography is important, and Malaysia's active neutrality and openness to trading partners put us at a unique position to attract investors. The renewed attention to profitability in startups also favors Malaysia as a middle-income country that is often the first market to turn profitable for Southeast Asian startups. The first wave of VC in Southeast Asia has come and gone, leaving useful lessons on business models, profitability pathways, and valuations. In the impending second wave of capital, Malaysia must be well positioned to capture it. It was only recently that the international news have spotlighted Malaysia's semiconductor industry as the world starts to appreciate Malaysia's strategic role in the supply chain and the many inherent advantages that we have built for decades. Malaysia is closely linked geographically and culturally to the largest markets in the world: Southeast Asia, East Asia, India, and the Middle East. Our diverse domestic population, combined with high-quality digital amenities and affordable cost, makes us an ideal test bed for product launches and pilots. We are also home to world-leading industries like semiconductors, energy, agriculture, and Islamic finance that have a domain expertise and vast opportunities for innovation. Malaysia is a microcosm and gateway to the East. KL20 represents our ambition to bring Malaysia to the top 20 startup ecosystems in the world. Within this concept is an emphasis on pragmatism and action. Beyond the action paper that we will launch today, we will introduce schemes that could go live immediately. Beyond ideas for startup ecosystem, we will sign a series of deals to show a sense of progress on the ground. Beyond a tech summit, we will focus on actionable insights and deal making by assembling global experts, both funders and founders. The KL20 action plan outlines new initiatives that will accelerate the critical areas of a startup ecosystem: the capital, the talent, and the quality of startups. The ambition is for Malaysia to be the choice destinations for early stage and growth capital, to be the center for world-class entrepreneurs and skilled talent, and to be the home for world-leading startups looking to stretch, grow, and scale. Under the VC Golden Pass, we want world-leading VCs with venture sourcing sophistication and a global reach to make Malaysia its home. We are offering a series of incentives, including LP funding access opportunities, subsidized office spaces, expedited license registrations, and exempted fees for employment passes. Our hope is that with more international sophisticated VCs in Malaysia, innovative startups within the country will have access to more funding, network, and mentorship that will help them cross the chasm and scale to other markets. Under the Innovation Pass, we are looking to enlarge the pool of high-skilled talent within the country. We are introducing a multi-tier employment pass program that gives tailor-made benefits to founders, senior management, high-skilled talent, and general talent in tech. This will enable the cross-pollination of ideas between Malaysians and international talent that will have a net positive to the ecosystem. With the right investors and right talent in Malaysia, we will make Malaysia the Southeast Asian base for global technology companies under the Unicorn Golden Pass. We want to attract global unicorns to enter Malaysia so that high skill and high value jobs are created, besides developing a pipeline of future entrepreneurs and senior leaders in tech. In return, we are offering a package of incentives, including exempted fees for employment passes for senior management, subsidized rental, concessionary tax rates on corporate profits, relocation services, and a startup concierge that handles the backroom registration at the start. Ladies and gentlemen, however, even with all of these, we know that the best and brightest in tech will not come to Malaysia if the AI infrastructure is not well supported. Malaysia will focus on securing greater capacity for high compute chips within our data centers, and also making the usage of GPUs more affordable by offering a rebate scheme for all firms deploying high compute use cases. That is why we are rolling out the KL20 GPU scheme. We want our startups and tech firms to work on breakthrough solutions at the forefront of AI technology, and giving the necessary infrastructure to do so is key. To magnify the impact of these programs, we will congregate the ecosystem players in geographical clusters with a critical mass of startups, talents, investors, corporates, and academia. We will achieve this via an innovation belt where startups and investors benefit from proximity and chance meetings, and a series of incentives will encourage this movement. Bringing these initiatives and Malaysia's inherent strengths together, we will also make it easy and seamless to operate in Malaysia. That is why we will launch the Startup Single Window that acts as a one-stop center on information and application for the startup ecosystem. The minor inconveniences and hiccups in the journey is often what derails the experience, and we are addressing them today. Ladies and gentlemen, being a former startup founder myself, I am in a unique position to understand how the startup ecosystem works through my lived experience. I was lucky then, as I had many investors who believed in the products and platforms we introduced to the market. But I could relate to the trials and tribulations of building a venture from nothing. This history also gives me a particular burden in wanting to see things change for the better. The policies and schemes we introduce today will only be effective if they are widely adopted. Today, we shall witness the commitment and entry of sovereign wealth funds, venture capital firms, and high-tech companies in Malaysia. We will also see a city-to-city partnership that will provide the critical and immediate market access, making real the story of Malaysia as a gateway to the East. While by no means providing a guarantee of success, today shall represent the start of something new. I'm honored and thankful that everyone who will come on stage today took a chance on Malaysia and continued to believe in the spirit of collaboration and entrepreneurship as the driver of our economies. In the map of global innovation, this is Malaysia's time to find its place as a gateway to the East. Thank you very much for your time, and I wish you a fruitful time at KL20. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mohamed Rafizi Ramli, for sharing your insights and strategy for schemes under the KL20 initiative. Please kindly remain on stage, sir.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to a pivotal moment of today's opening ceremony. Moving forward, we are about to witness a series of letter of intent signings between various parties that encompass all parts of the ecosystem, a testament to our commitment in elevating the startup scene in the country.
We'll first start with letters of intent, signings by high-tech companies. Please join us in welcoming our distinguished witnesses to the stage. To join Yang Berhormat Rafizi Ramli, we'd like to invite Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, Yang Berhormat Chang Lee Kang, Minister of Digital, Yang Berhormat Gobind Singh Deo, and the Chairman of the MBSB, Dato' Wan Kamaruzaman bin Wan Ahmad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to introduce the participants for the LOI signing. We have Ginkgo Biosecurity LLC, represented by Jared Bombachi, OCI Holdings, represented by Lee Woo Hyun, and Facet, represented by Muhammad Rafi Hussain.
Gentlemen, please kindly place your signature on the digital LOI. Ginkgo Biosecurity LLC intends to establish a biosecurity infrastructure in ASEAN. OCI Holdings is a chemical business company based in Seoul, and Facet is a global digital asset exchange.
That's right, gentlemen. Please pen your signature whenever you're ready. All right, congratulations once again, and thank you for coming on board. High-tech companies, we're very pleased to have with us 3 signees on stage. A quick photo opportunity before you leave the stage for each of our signees. Just a gentle reminder for all signees to please just pause for a quick photo opportunity after signing.
And thank you to the Chairman of MBSB, Dato' Wan Kamaruzaman, for joining us for this session as we move into our second group.
All right, now for our next group of letter of intent signings focusing on IC design companies. Now, this is a significant step towards fulfilling our national ambition of becoming a front-end IC design player.
We'd like to welcome to join us in witnessing the ceremony Selangor Exco for Investment, Trade and Mobility, Yang Berhormat Eng Zihan, Selangor State Secretary, Dato' Setia Haji Haris bin Qasim. And now we'd like to introduce you to the participants. Selangor Information Technology and Digital Economy Corporation, SIDEC, represented by Yong Kai Ping. ARM, represented by CK Seng. My Storage by Feisal Malaysia, represented by Dato' KS Pua. Skychip, represented by SK Fong. And the Shenzhen Semiconductor Industry Association, with Zhou Zhenming from the association.
All Right, and just to give you a brief background, SIDIC is an agency under the Selangor State Government. We're also pleased to have ARM, a British semiconductor and software design company, Feisal Malaysia, an advanced digital electronics firm bringing 200 engineers, both from overseas and local, with a starting salary of 6,000 ringgit to 8,000 ringgit. Skychip, a Malaysian IP and IC design solutions provider. SSIA's role is to gather the leading Shenzhen semiconductor players.
Gentlemen, please kindly pen your signatures when ready. I'd like to invite everyone to kindly place their signatures now on the digital board.
All right, a round of applause, and gentlemen, please look forward for a quick photo opportunity. All right, gentlemen, a quick photo opportunity as we commemorate today's signing ceremony. All right, thank you very much, gentlemen.
And we would like to thank our witnesses, Yang Berhormat Eng Zihan, and thank you, Dato Sri Setia.
All right, next up we have the Startup City Connect Kuala Lumpur Hangzhou LOI. And this is an unprecedented collaboration focused on providing seamless market access to grow and scale startups in both cities, as well as technology and talent.
I'd like to invite Yang Berhormat Dr. Zaliha Mustafa, Minister in the Prime Minister's Department for Federal Territories, to jointly witness this session. And we're pleased to introduce the participants. Dato Sri Kamarul Zaman Mat Saleh, Mayor of Kuala Lumpur City Hall, and Madam Chen Zin, First Deputy Mayor of Hangzhou Municipal Government, establishing a Startup City Connect.
Just a little bit of background, Hangzhou is home to 12.52 million people, the capital of China's Zhejiang province. And Kuala Lumpur, with over 2.16 million inhabitants, is Malaysia's capital city, and this partnership signifies a gateway to shared growth and opportunities. All right, may we begin the signing ceremony, Dato Sri?
We'd like to invite all parties to kindly pose for a photograph.
Once again, thank you very much for your visionary leadership. And congratulations on the signing of the Startup City Connect.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you to the Mayor of Kuala Lumpur City Hall and the First Deputy Mayor of Hangzhou Municipal Government. Thank you, ministers, for witnessing the session. We'd like to invite everyone to kindly return to their seats.
And now, we are privileged to hear from our esteemed Prime Minister, Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, who has been instrumental in championing the economic and digital transformation of Malaysia. Please give a big round of applause as we welcome Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Sri Anwar bin Ibrahim to deliver his keynote address.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah, nahmadu wa nusalli ala rasulil karim. Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Fadilah Timbalan Perdana Menteri, para menteri, ketua-ketua usaha, tuan-tuan utama, duta-duta dan Pesuruhjaya Tinggi, tetamu-tamu yang saya muliakan. Ini satu penghormatan besar bagi negara, satu perkasa baru atas ikhtiar untuk memperkasa ekonomi Malaysia ke tahap yang lebih tinggi. Saya ucapkan terima kasih atas ikhtiar yang dijalankan oleh Menteri Ekonomi, Saudara Rafizi, dengan kerjasama Saudara Gobin Singh, Menteri Digital dan Menteri Sains, Saudara Likang. Perkasaan ekonomi memerlukan kerjasama yang intim di kalangan rakan-rakan di kementerian, penjawat awam dan syarikat swasta. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start by welcoming prominent startup ecosystems, players, some of whom have flown half the globe to witness the launch of today's momentous event, the inaugural KL20 Summit. I'd like also to mention that last night, I met with a group of prominent players, and to my mind, it was highly engaging, robust, and enlightening session. Just when you thought that you knew that much, it then draws on you that when it comes to startup ecosystems, we are indeed on a steep learning curve. But I'm greatly optimistic that Malaysia is strategically and timelessly poised to reap the productive fruits of this startup trajectory. Throughout history, there has been a select few cities that can truly claim to have flourished. These were the unique hubs where every creed was present and where civilization was at the precipice of knowledge and commerce. In the 15th century, Malacca's geographic importance, rich cultural and ethnic diversity, coupled with competent administration and pro-trade attitude, has made it a linchpin between East and West. Today, Malaysia continues to be at the center of trade, taking advantage of its strategic location and natural resources and inspiring confidence with its multiculturalism and resilient entrepreneurial spirit, as well as far-reaching developmental policies. Malaysia's economy has a history of excellence in the electronics and electrical E&E industry. As of 2023, Malaysia's E&E products make up the biggest percentage of the manufacturing sector, solidifying our prominent position in the global supply chain. Yet, we must not rest on our laurels. The fact is that we have experienced missed opportunities in technology investments. Make it imperative for us to re-strategize and provide the best ecosystem to gain competitive advantage in attracting high-value investments. Therefore, KL20 does not simply represent a single event summit, but marks a clear break from the past, a comprehensive effort to catalyze the technology ecosystem. KL20 fits strategically into the central governing economic philosophy of this government under the Madani economic framework, underscored by the principle that economic growth and distribution are compatible, and that governmental and government correction must be in harmony with market forces. The past few years have witnessed technology playing the role of societal equalizer and productivity booster by providing jobs and livelihoods that did not exist before. While we acknowledge the unintended consequences of technology and unbridled growth of ventures, we once again see a synthesized position in the middle. Embrace technology while upholding the duty to our country, environment, and the global community. I'm glad that international investors recognize that timing for investing in Malaysia is right. A stable government and good governance, pro-trade legacy, and neutral stance, these fulfill the demands of trading partners at a polarizing time. The announcements today come on the back of last year's record-breaking approved foreign investments amounting to 188 billion ringgit originating from every part of the world. The investment types have also reflected movement into the higher value chain activities as the world shows confidence in what our workforce are capable of. KL20 is framed with this mindset. We are ushering major reforms to welcome high quality and high value investments from around the world while focusing on uplifting local entrepreneurs to go global and seize the moment. We recognize the growing importance of startups in driving technological advancements, and KL20 is the ideal launchpad for your innovative ideas. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, KL is an exciting and vibrant hub for innovative startups and sophisticated investors, both Malaysian players as well as global players. Last October, in the Malaysia Madani Budget 2024 announcement, I outlined the government's commitment for Malaysian companies, from Bumiputra entrepreneurs to startups, SMEs, and rising champions. The government is also aiming to centralize investment agencies such as MEFCAP under Penjana Capital under Khazanah. In this regard, I am pleased to share that Khazanah National will launch a National Fund of Funds, a Malaysian focus fund with an initial 1 billion ringgit allocation to invest in innovative high-growth companies. Shortly, we shall witness this. Shortly, we shall witness this continuing trend of confidence from investors in all parts of the startup ecosystems. 25 entities in total that will give a real chance for Malaysia to create cutting-edge technology ventures. The investments today will include sovereign wealth funds as Khazanah Nasional Berhad, kumpulan wang persaraan, and blue-chip venture capital that will invest up to 3 billion ringgit in Southeast Asia and Malaysia ecosystem under the ASEAN Investment Initiative. 2. Venture capital firms setting up offices and new funds in Kuala Lumpur. The 12 firms announced that today are sophisticated international firms with asset under management sizes above billions and illustrious investment track records, so that good Malaysian startups will be discovered and nurtured to be globally successful. High-tech companies that will set up their operations, R&D facilities, and regional headquarters to serve the Asian and Southeast Asian market. 4. Cities in Asia that will collaborate as innovation twin cities in the areas such as accelerated business setup, regulatory harmonization, as well as increased connectivity and mobility. Now, in semiconductors, Malaysia's substantial hold on the back end has made it conducive to pursue high-value front-end work, chiefly in the integrated circuit IC design category. That is why today I am pleased to announce the largest IC design park in Southeast Asia that will house world-class anchor tenants and collaborate with global companies such as ARM. This is done with the backing of the Selangor Information Technology and Digital Economic Corporation, SIDEC, with the Selangor State Government, and is a proof that momentum is already being built on the ground. This is a departure from the normal political pronouncements. We announce after work have started. We are not announced for a program to be launched in 2026. Additionally, to make Malaysia a true gateway to major economies, we will also witness the city-to-city connection between Kuala Lumpur and Hangzhou so that capital, talent, and market access will no longer be a barrier to success. We are positioning Malaysia as an axis for leaders in semiconductors, clean energy, agri-tech, and Islamic fintech. Doubling down on our edge will tap into the higher value effort necessary to create new growth verticals and transform our futures. Saudara-saudara dan saudara yang dimuliakan, ini suatu ikhtiar yang bermakna bagi negara ini dan kita doakan semoga Allah merestui usaha kita dan dengan lafaz Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, saya dengan ini meluncurkan KL20 Summit. Terima kasih.
Thank you, Yang Mohamed Dato' Sri, for your inspiring words. Please kindly remain on stage, sir, as we move into the witnessing of some of the key items mentioned by Yang Mohamed in his speech, as our next segment features the Sovereign Wealth Funds and Malaysia Semiconductor Fund under the ASEAN Investment Initiative, which will give the necessary capital to jumpstart the ecosystem and provide sufficient liquidity in scaling startups into profitability. I would like to invite Deputy Prime Minister Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Haji Fadilah bin Haji Yusof, Minister of Economy Yang Berhormat Rafizi Ramli, Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation Yang Berhormat Chang Lee Kang, and Minister of Digital Yang Berhormat Gobind Singh Deo to join Yang Berhormat Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim on stage in witnessing the session.
Now let us introduce the participants. Khazanah National Berhad, Malaysia's sovereign wealth fund, represented by Dato Amirul Feisal Wan Zahir. Kumpulan Wang Persaraan diperbadankan KWAP, Malaysia's largest public sector pension fund, represented by Dato Hajah Nik Amlizan Mohamed. Blue Chip Venture Capital, an advanced semiconductor fund, represented by Dato Lai Pin Yong.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's witness this pivotal moment together as our esteemed entities engage in the Palm Gambit to officially launch to you the ASEAN Investment Initiative. Everyone, in 3, 2, 1.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the ASEAN Investment Initiative, valued at 3 billion ringgit and counting. Thank you very much to Khazanah, KWAP, and Blue Chip Venture Capital for spurring the startup ecosystem in Malaysia and ASEAN. And just to mention, this initiative will cover all stages of funding from pre-seed to Series D. And of course, the success of this initiative is an impetus for other global VCs to invest in Malaysia and ASEAN's vibrant startup community.
Absolutely. That's why we're moving on into our next group, Venture Capitals. The newfound presence of these internationally renowned firms is a testament to Malaysia's undertaking of reform and being open to business and technology. Their global expertise will be important in distributing capital and mentoring startups in a competitive world.
Right, the VC setting up new offices in Malaysia are represented by Ole Rouge from North Star, Ben Prade from GP Bullhound, MX Kuok of K3 Ventures, Fang Feng Lei from Hopu Investments, Nick Cooney from Lever VC. And establishing a new fund for CGS and CGS International Group is their representative, Dr. Luo Li Min.
These entities manage an average of $1 billion worth of assets under management. And we'd just like to quickly mention, K3 Ventures is a VC firm that invests in startups in Southeast Asia. Hopu Investments is focused on China-related investments. GP Bullhound, a technology advisory investment firm. Northstar, an advisory investment firm and venture firm. Lever VC is a food tech and agri-tech specialist VC firm.
round of applause and a quick photo opportunity. Your global expertise will truly be instrumental in distributing capital and mentoring startups in the competitive startup landscape. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for your support in energizing Malaysia's venture ecosystem.
And as mentioned by Yang Berhormat Prime Minister in his speech, there will be 12 VCs establishing new offices in Malaysia. We move on to the final group. I would like to welcome to the stage Andrew Stanton of Intrinsic VC, Javier Santiso of Mundi Ventures, Kian Go of Open Space Ventures, Tony Tang of NRL Capital, Dr. Tanuja Raja of M Venture Partners, MVP, and establishing a new fund is the Hive Climate AI, represented by Geraldine Andrew Gustin.
That's right, and these entities manage an average asset under management of 350 million US dollars. And just to give you a little bit of background about these entities, we have Open Space Ventures, a VC firm that invests in startups in Southeast Asia. Mundi Ventures, a VC firm focused on early and growth stage technology ventures. NRL Capital, a global investment and fund management platform based in China. Intrinsic VC, a VC investment firm based in Calgary, Canada. M Venture Partners, an early stage focused VC. And the Hive Climate AI, an AI focused fund based in California.
We'd like to invite everyone to kindly pen their signatures on the digital board, please.
That's right, and your presence will truly be pivotal towards making Malaysia a truly competitive and dynamic startup ecosystem.
Let's quickly pose for a photograph. If everyone could kindly face forward, thank you.
We have come to the pinnacle of this morning's opening ceremony, the official launch of KL20 Summit 2024.
We'd like to invite Yang Berhormat Prime Minister and all our distinguished guests to kindly step forward, as we will now be initiating the official launch of KL20. We'd like to invite Yang Berhormat Prime Minister and all our other distinguished guests to kindly insert the placard in position in 3, 2, It does start here. Welcome once again, everybody, to KL20 Summit 2024. Thank you, Yang Berhormat Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Prime Minister, for officially launching the KL20 Summit 2024. On that note, we'd like to invite Yang Berhormat Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim to be ushered on a tour of the exhibition upstairs, as we thank him once again for joining us this morning and for officially launching KL20 Summit 2024.
That's right. We would like to thank the Honorable Prime Minister and Yang Berhormat Ministers for gracing this event. And to all guests, please remain in this hall, as coming up next we have a very exciting presentation by Dato K.S. Puah. So one more presentation before we adjourn for lunch. And this is a presentation we do not want to miss, as we're about to hear from the inventive mind behind the USB flash drive.
Keyakinan jadi ikutan, pendirian jiwa ihsan, nilai hormat keras diminda, daya cipta luar biasa, kesejahteraan masa depan. Ayo seluruh anak bertiwi, bangunkan Malaysia madani, sepenuh hati jiwa semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Ayo seluruh anak pertiwi, semarakkan Malaysia madani, sepenuh hati jiwa semangat, terus meyakini Malaysia madani. Malaysia madani, Malaysia madani, Malaysia madani. Malaysia madani, Malaysia madani, Malaysia madani. Peradaban kita bangunkan, bina kota, bina insan, dari budi jadi budaya, bina asas kemampanan, kesejahteraan.
Right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, please settle in. We are about to begin our next presentation before we adjourn for lunch. And of course, we've just kicked off this morning with the exciting launch of KL20. More exciting presentations and panel discussions to come as we propel Malaysia's startup scene to greater heights.
That's right. Malaysia's time is now will be the topic of presentation shortly by the one and only Dato K.S. Puah. So please kindly remain in your seats, ladies and gentlemen, as we will be starting very soon.